Space and Rocket Center, showplace of America's space program, and home of U.S. Space Camp.
Where we do real astronaut conditioning and see the space program in the making. We live in the habitat. It's just like the real space station. And see what it's like on board an orbiter in the Space Dome Theater. The training center is where the simulators are and the fun begins.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Apollo astronauts anticipated difficulty walking on the moon. Since the moon is only 1/6 the size of the Earth, they trained on a device that offset 5/6 of their weight, the microgravity training chair.
Hello, what's your name? Monica what?
Monica.
What has been your favorite activity at Space Academy so far?
The simulator.
Do you have any particular reason why?
Because I got his moves.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's sit back down. Hello, what's your name?
Jay Farmer,
And where are you from, Jay?
Jacksonville, Florida.
What's been your favorite activity at Space Academy this week?
Multi-axis simulator.
Any particular reason why?
I like the way you spin all around but don't get sick.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, what's your name?
Lee Wells,
And where are you from, Lee?
Troy, Illinois.
And what's been your favorite activity at Space Academy so far?
The simulators where you fly them and stuff. They get the pilot.
Okay, and that's your favorite reason why? Because you were a pilot?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
During extravehicular activities, astronauts are forced to work in the frictionless environment of space. Gemini astronauts train for spacewalks in the 5 Degrees of Freedom training simulator.
Hello, what's your name?
Corey Oldham,
And where are you from, Corey?
Enterprise,
What's been your favorite activity at Space Academy so far?
going to the 4th floor.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, what's your name?
Will?
Will what?
Will Lennis?
And where are you from, Will?
I'm from Florida.
And what's been your favorite activity at Space Academy so far this week?
That spinny thing.
The multi-axis?
No, that's the other spinning thing.
The centrifuge?
No, the other one.
There isn't another one.
Yeah, you go all the way in.
The multi-axis.
No, it's not that one.
Thank you, Will.
Mercury astronauts had to be prepared to stabilize their spacecraft should it begin to tumble out of control. To rehearse these procedures, they used a device similar to the multi-axis trainer.
Hello, what's your name?
Matt Sokolow.
And where are you from, Matt?
Miami.
What's been your favorite activity at Space Academy this week?
I don't know. I haven't done much yet.
Because of the ankle?
Yeah, I killed my ankle on the basketball court.
Okay, thank you, Matt. Hello, what's your name?
Jamie Smith,
And where are you from, Jamie?
Birmingham, Alabama.
And what's been your favorite activity at Space Academy this week?
The mission,
What was your position in the mission?
payload scientist.
Okay, thank you, Jamie.
To train for spacewalks, NASA now uses a water tank to simulate a weightless environment. The astronauts wear special spacesuits and weights are added so they don't sink to the bottom or float to the surface. They hang in one place, just like they will in space.
Yeah, don't get out over there. See no
You can't stand on the bottom because when you're in the Atlantic Ocean, I don't think we're going to be able to stand on the bottom. They have some areas that are deep. Now what happens if it's a wavy day? I'll do the wave. Oh, figure out. Go with the wave. There's a boat to swim over. Boy, Mike, you got big feet.
Come on! Yay! I'm doing it that way. It's easier.
Now swim back.
It's slimy up here.
Wrong way. Come the other way, to the other side. Just swim to the other side of the lake.
Hello, what's your name?
Christina Sullivan,
And where are you from, Christina?
Citronelle, Alabama.
And what's been your favorite activity at Space Academy so far this week?
The multi-axis trainer.
What was your mission position in your Endeavor mission?
Launch and landing director.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, what's your name?
Sarah Trout,
And where are you from, Sarah?
Huntsville,
And what's been your favorite activity at Space Academy?
the multi-axis.
What was your mission position?
I can't remember.
Okay, thank you, Sarah.
Here in Discovery Mission Control, you're going to have the responsibility for watching for weather and tracking conditions. You want to make sure that the weather is clear. We don't want any rain in the area. We also want very little cloud cover, and also, if possible, very, very low winds. Otherwise, you could be in putting the crew in some kind of danger.
All right, Jason, as you know, you're going to be pretty busy in the first stages of the liftoff and the ascent into orbit. One of the things that you're going to have to do that could be very important concerning the safety of the mission is separate the tank manually in case if it doesn't separate on its own. And this is the switch that you'll be using. This is the manual separation switch for the external tank.
First, we're going to get a little bit of exercise. All right, so we want to know exactly what your bodies are doing up here in space as compared to down there on Earth. That's why you take these measurements twice. You're going to do this experiment on the ground before you ever leave for your space flight. And then once you get up here, you'll be able to do them again.
The laser we have in the Discovery space station here is it's a really neat device. It doesn't look like it's even on right now, but watch when I put something in the way of the laser beam, like this sand. The sand reflects some of the laser light back into our eyes. This Discovery EVA is a very important one because it's going to show you how it's possible to build large space structures in a microgravity environment. The astronauts are going to be doing this when they're building Space Station Freedom later on in this decade. We're going to use 5 degrees of freedom chairs and also the mechanical arm.
Your ascent performance was nominal and your orbit trajectory looks good.
Endeavour mission control is very complex. You can see that the panels on here have got lots of different things listed. Most of these are potential problems that you have to be aware of. If you see one of these lights come on, then you know there's a problem, and you need to immediately go to your procedures manual and try to fix these problems so our crew can get back safe. Landing, as you obviously know, is a pretty busy time, but I want you to remember one thing very, very, very important. The landing gear switches. If you don't put the landing gear down, instead of landing on wheels, what's going to happen? You're going to make a big hole in the ground, so don't forget those. Now, the rotating chair on Endeavour Station can be a lot of fun, but it's also very serious, because what we're trying to do is determine whether or not your action-reaction time in a certain exercise is faster or slower in space. We'll spin you up and time you. On the Endeavour EVA, your job is going to be to repair the Hubble Space Telescope. Now, this is the power module. Obviously, can't reach it now. We're going to have you in 5 degrees of freedom chairs and also the remote manipulator system to raise you up to the level where you will be able to work on this, although you will be floating slightly off the floor, so it'll be just like you're in space.
the most complete rocket display on Earth. Many of the items now on display were designed and built here in Huntsville. Marshall Space Flight Center developed the rockets that launched America's space program. Marshall continues to support our efforts through research and development, as well as providing facilities for training and flight control.
I would like to thank you for coming to Space Camp this week, and particularly I would like to express my appreciation to the parents who have permitted their sons and daughters to attend this special program. You know, Space Camp is really set up to encourage young men and women to excel in science and math. We use the space program as a focal point. We believe the space program is important to this nation, and certainly in the future it will be. And if we can teach you the importance of having a good foundation in science and math by using the space program, then we feel we've accomplished our objective. To the future, I say to you, young men and women who will be our scientists, our astronauts, and our pilots in the 21st century, I wish you well, and I know you will be great achievers, and I know you will make us proud. And I'm looking forward to the day when one of you space campers plant the U.S. flag on the surface of Mars.
Hello, my name is Perry Hubbard, and I was the day team leader for Teledyne Brown A. I'd just like to thank Barbara Walker, our night team leader. These guys were a pretty good team this week, except for one little sprained ankle. Everything went really smooth, and here they are. Corey Oldham from Enterprise, Alabama. Jay Farmer from Jacksonville, Florida. Matt Sokolow from Miami, Florida. Will Lennis from Pembroke Pines, Florida. Lee Wells from Troy, Alabama. Sorry. Monica Lennis from Pembroke, Florida. Pines. Christina Sullivan from Citronelle, Alabama. Jamie Smith from Birmingham, Alabama. And Sarah Trapp from Huntsville, Alabama. Thanks.
We are now ready to take our place among the space flyers, scientists, and engineers of the 21st century. We have taken our first steps in the continuing space science education program. Ahead is Space Academy Level 1 and Aviation Challenge.